Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Game Testing Unlimited. My name is Wilfred. So in this episode, I'd like to continue playing this game called The Last Epoch, and in case you haven't seen it, it is on early access in Steam. Very polished game. Now I've got the pros and cons in my last video, so I'm not going to repeat all the points, but despite all that, I would still highly recommend this game if you are into ARPG. Now, my opinion may change as always, like I said before, as I delve deeper into the game or as the game evolve and so on. So do tune in and see how my journey evolve. Thanks for all your support as always. Now, last episode I explained a little bit of the game mechanics and how you can choose the skills and various kind of specialization. So I'm not going to dwell too much into it. Now, what I'd like to show you though a little bit is on the fact that respect, this button here. So initially I thought, well, like Path of Exile, what have you, is going to be a little bit tricky to respect. Well, but actually respect is pretty straightforward. You can either respect like the entire skill, that just remove this skill, pick something else, or you remove skill point by skill point, just like Path of Exile, whereby you can use an orb to reset the points. So I can remove each of the points here, this point here, that point here, whatever. I can just remove them. Now, but the points that you remove, you can't add into another node immediately, but you can level up and do the allocation of points. So in a way, I kind of like this design pretty well, because it does give you a little bit of slight penalty in terms of wanting to change your build. So you are still pretty attached to the build that you're making. But it's not a big penalty, because you just play the game, get the XP and get the points back. And then you can see another way of progression. So it is not like, you like Path of Exile, you will remove 10 points and then immediately you allocate 10 points to somewhere else. This is not the case. You could remove the points here, but to gain the points, you have to play the game, get XP, which is kind of fast when you as you level up, and you can see a progression as time goes by, and that I like it. All right, that I like it, and I have I have actually respect on the points, because initially I thought the crow will work for me, and not this node. There was another node. I thought initially the crow will work for me, but in the end, it didn't quite work. So I strike off 2 points from here, and I start to reallocate points as I play the game. So there's a little bit of setback there, but it's not a big deal in a way. All right, that is on the skill side. And as for the talent wise, I'm a primalist. So in this video, I hope I'm going to specialize into one of these things, and because I read the objective, it looks like it. So I took one of your feedback on my YouTube channel, saying that just stay at 26 at base class, and then use the remaining points to specialize onto the advanced class. Now, how it works is this. It will be locked according to your mission progression. So, if you haven't been to that mission yet, this won't be unlocked for you, right? So just say some of the point, because there's really no point putting too many stuff in the notes, and then after that, you have to progress here as well. Anyway, so I do that. Thanks for the tips. Some ask me offline, like, how do you choose the point and so on? I play a lot of ARPG game. I don't know this game, but what I do know is that there are nodes that I don't want. So I envisage my character as a shield and one hand kind of like gameplay. So things like this, I'm not really into it, because I would never, I don't intend to carry an ass on the offhand. I do need to have a bit of tankiness to it, and also I am not into two-hand weapons, so there are some nodes I would not even consider. So things that are not considered, then I would, if I don't intend to do spell, for example, that I don't consider. But things that I consider, I'm a generalist right now, because I don't know better which one is better than the other one, because you need to do a bit of theory crafting and see which node is better. So what I'll do usually spread across things I think I want it, right? And then after that, I'll readjust, like maybe I actually need more strength compared to, say, increased damage. But that is a conversation for another day when I get the better hang of the game, and then I sort of like perform a better trade-off with things around it. But now it's based on my feeling, based on the way that I play the game, and which is cool because so far it works, and I think it should be like that rather than just every time you check the internet and say, oh, should I do this, should I do that? You don't need to. All right, cool. Now I'm not going to talk about crafting because that is yet another topic that's pretty interesting as well. You could actually craft your BIS weapon just like Chronicon. It's kind of, you can just choose affixes that you want as well. But again, for another day. Now, from the last video to this video, there are some nice items I've got. I've got like, maybe a legendary kind of like, or unique kind of armor. I can't remember what else I've got. I think this is the only unique item that I've got. The rest of it is just pretty normal. And I'm experimenting what works for my minion build. So I got 2 wolves here. Pretty cool stuff. And I've got heal. In a way, I can heal the wolf, or I can heal the wolf, and I could like jump. The leap is really phenomenal. So you can like really go to places here like that. I've got a totem as well. 2 of them actually help me to thin down some enemy. But the totem is not really lasting. So the moment I specialize into the Beastmaster, I would likely to change the totem into something else that is more relevant to the build I'm having right now. I walk and I do a swipe. This is my main melee damage. Every kind of like cooldown, they'll hit really hard and so on. So now, what am I playing for, right? That is probably something I need to explain a little bit. Now, I still do not know the story. I mean, the storytelling in this game is just not quite the way that I think it should be. Because I think games like Diablo 3 and Path of Exile are still much better in storytelling, because I can't get it. Okay, that is where things are doing, why I exist and so on. I still don't know who I am, why I'm here, what I do, but I just hack and slash, kill monster, loot stuff, and so on. Now, this game is interesting because it has a time dimension to it. So you start with the Ruin era, whereby you've got you can't really see it now because I think, oh man, where am I? I thought I was in the Ruin era. I just need to take my word for it. And there was some waypoint I've taken, but I think now they're trying not to make me do some stupid things, so they can't stop me from time traveling, I would say. But you can time travel to say a different era. I've been to Imperial era as well. Beautiful scenery. So the maps for Imperial era is very nice. Remind me of Diablo 3, the chapter 2 or whatever it is called. Ruin era is more dark, kind of gloomy feel. Now I'm at the end of time. And I've unlocked the timeline in this one. I don't know what it really means, but looks like I'm at the end of time. This is where things just collapse or whatever. I'm here, and they were saying that, well, I'm glad that you're here. I hope you can survive, something like that. So now I need to talk to someone, perhaps get my specialization. We'll see how it goes. So and I just need to keep going. Oops, sorry. Sometimes story is like, there's an arena here, probably like a Greater Rift or whatever in Diablo. All right. So let me just continue going up the stuff here. I mean, graphically, well, it's a little bit cartoonish, kind of simplistic. But I dig it. I mean, I like it. It's kind of futuristic as well. I'm at the end of time. So I'm just keep going up here, and I need to talk to someone here. So this guy, this is the Elder Gaspar, saying that there's no future here, no hope but for you. Stop the void. So that's it. That's the story. So I need to talk to this guy here. This is called the Forgotten Knight. So how can you help me? Maybe how can you help me? I wouldn't be so quick to call it help, especially one as new as to this place as you. Let me try a quick explanation. Your potential is infinite, both infinitely powerful and infinitely insignificant. Countless alternate versions of you have come and gone, only to drift away into nothingness. Some of them were strong, and this time lost shades can show you how to become stronger. So I need to find the time lost shades, I think. And here where I come in, I'll let you see my armor, and you'll see my body dissipating into nothingness, half in the grave through lesser grave and more the oblivion, the come being the last limb on the branch of that possibility. It's a lot of words there. I mean, look, the reason why I'm reading it to you is I'm forcing myself to read as well, but usually I just click, and that's it, I'm ready, right? So simply go through the portal, find a shade that appear to have become a master, and draw from the experience to unlock your potential, assuming that you don't lose yourself in it. All right, cool. I'm ready. So yeah, the Rime of the Forgotten. I have no idea what to expect. We'll see. First time going to here. This is like a time travel, and I hope, I mean, you know, this is it. New experience. Always exciting to see new experience. This is a Rime of the Forgotten in this game called The Last Epoch. Epoch. Yes, I mean, you know, some of you show me how to pronounce it, the name of the game properly. So I really don't know what to expect. You know, it could be scary, it could be not. Looks like, yeah. Oh wow. All right, cool. It's just a bit of comeback right now. This is like a lot of me. Yeah, this is like me, isn't it? Okay. So, okay, Porto. I mean, my build is pretty alright right now. I'm probably a little bit over level anyway. Okay, so far so good. I don't know. These guys just keep coming. Maybe I should just ignore them. Is that right? I don't know, man. Do I even get XP doing this? I mean, do I get XP? Wow, you know, this is kind of pointless, isn't it? I don't even get loot, no XP. Maybe I just need to keep going. Yeah, I'm invincible. Okay, maybe that's true. I mean, I just have to keep going. I can't imagine what's the. It's a forgotten primalist. I mean, a lot of them. I mean, the point is that I thought they were XP, and I thought I was quite happily doing some kind of quest here. But yep. So there are actually three. That is it. So there are three of them. You got to talk to each one of them, and to understand what they are for. So you speak to the shade in the middle, left and right. So I'll start with the left hand side first. Time lost beast master. I become the master of the wild, and the beasts that dwell within the creature and of the land recognize me as the champion of Ithera, willing to fight at my side with tooth and claw, and I lead my pack with pride, leading the charge with skill and ferocity. The power of beasts infuse my body with their strength. The heart of the beast beats within you as well. Let their fury lead the way. Okay, and after that I need to speak to the one in the middle. So the middle is a shaman. So it's a shaman subclass or advanced class, whatever I call it. The world remember the gentleness of rain and soft breeze. Even as it decayed around me, the wind that would rage and tear down forests, the avalanche that shattered mountainsides, the lightning that cracked the sky open and demand out. You know, it'll be great if they have voiceover, man. I mean, seriously, who read all these things in this time and space? You will, sorry, no offense. You will not need to remember, for your stride will bear this power, wild and unyielding, in a world that deserves the gentle rain, yet must be saved by the fury of nature. You'll be the storm. So, you know, look, you know, if I were to rethink, right? I mean, I always like the shaman class in World of Warcraft, and I always like thinking maybe I should do a shaman instead. I've always been thinking about that. I like the totem, the shaman, the range kind of build. Just me. Anyway, too much words. What is this? Okay, so it's time lost druid. The spark of druidic magic bloomed in my travel, where my connection to Ithera struggled before it now flourished and grew as wild as nature itself. The tree bowed in my wake, a vein erupted from the ground at my command. You would become the avatar of that power as well, your form malleable to your whim, Ithera's bastion against all that would threaten her. Now, okay, so why I choose primalist? A lot of people ask me, why not pick a necromancer? Because I play necromancer all the time. Well, that's the point, because I play necromancer so much that I want to see what other things are out there. And since this is a new game, new beginning, why not? And the reality is that I'm drawn to this class because I like the druid class. Because like in D2 there's a druid, D3 there's no druid. World of Warcraft has a druid, and I love being a druid, right? So druid is nice. Shaman, I love it as well. Now, Beastmaster remind me of Hunter. So within these three classes, it's like just remind me of good old World of Warcraft. So whatever I pick today, I'll probably roll another primalist and pick the other two, right? Because I just love World of Warcraft so much in the past, and to me it's just a hunter, shaman, druid, simple as that. And now how I'm going to choose? Yeah, I know how to choose. So for this particular kind of like video, and I've already made up my mind actually, I want to be a beastmaster, just because I kind of miss the whole hunter. This is the melee hunter build, which is kind of like very rare, because in World of Warcraft, melee hunter, I don't know, back in my time, doesn't quite exist. So I picked this guy, but but it'd be cool for others as well. So if I play another time, I'll pick a primalist, and I'll likely to choose a shaman and then a druid. Just me. Let's do it. This cannot be undone. Decision is final. Go for it. Yeah. So there you go. I've got like I become a beastmaster, right? And with that, I've unlocked the raptor that I can use. And the raptor, I can instead of the totem, I can do a raptor. I just not quite okay. So I can do a raptor here, right? Because now it become my special pet that I have, because I specialize into that. And with that, you can see that ta-da! I have a raptor. Back in World of Warcraft, when I was playing a hunter, my favorite pet was a raptor. I don't know why. I just love the raptor. It's a bit of dinosaur thing. I love dinosaur. Okay, cool. So now I've got it sorted here. What have I done? I don't know. Disable, enable. I don't like the loot filter. Anyway, so what I've done is that now I can unlock into this guy here. I can unlock to any one of them actually. I believe. It doesn't have to be. I think the passive wire I can go into anywhere if I'm not wrong, which is kind of interesting. Or not. I don't know. I mean, it seems to me that I could, but maybe I can't. So anyway, I'm going to mess up with the thing here, right? I need 4 points to read to here. I need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So applying the whole philosophy is like, none is, I don't know which one is better than other, but I'm pretty sure I need this note. So this is something that I'll definitely pick, because it's give me the melee damage, the minion also does melee as well. Do I get more dodge rating and increase the companion revive range? I say, why not? I don't really care. Strength is important actually, so I'll go for this guy. Now it's an additional 1 point. Where should I take? Should I take it for more DPS, which is 2% more from 5%? So the first point is always pretty cool. I think, and I could do more here, more damage, or more kind of like strength. Strength is also damage, because you can see that if you look at the some of these things. Well, this is not the one. How it's not. I wish I can unsummon the pet so that you can see a little bit of what it means here. So like scaling tax is strength, right? And then you can't really see the pet itself, what they are really for. This one here also strength. So I do need strength. Strength is important. So now I've completed my my mastery. So I've got to like go into the end, go back to the end of time to talk to this like a knight. And I'm just not going to read up everything. I may not, because otherwise they become a very long video without action. I want to go to have some action with you guys. Just take a look at the what's going to happen, because like maybe I've completed one of the mission or what have you. So yeah. Man, my fat finger clicked the wrong button again. So yeah, another observation. So while this whole back and forth is going on, my apologies. I do find the I wish that there is some kind of like cost, like the gear itself looks different when you change a new gear, because in Diablo 3 or even Path of Exile, Grim Dawn, you can do like can collect new armor and can show it differently. But this game, just for some strange reason, is locked behind this like wow, how am I going to click on this thing without clicking onto the portal? Right, seriously, there's some problem with that. Let me see. Who are you supposed to be? Okay, good. So my outfit always the same. actually, you know, in the live version, I presume there'll be a cosmetic store they can buy or unlock whatever. So right now it doesn't have any. So I don't know. The game you need to pay for it, and the cosmetic item you need to pay for it as well. That's probably what. But maybe they will have some reward, allow you to change the look and feel of the character. But for games like Path of Exile, which is free to play, I understand they have to charge you for cosmetic. But you know, I don't know. This game is pay to play, man. Still need to look at the cosmetic store. So I don't know. Anyway, there's nothing really a lot to talk about here. And I have to make sure I don't click onto this portal. So so that's it. Welcome back. And okay, so anyway, whatever, then we need to the Immortal Empire, blah 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 blah, the Void, and then okay, so we need to go back in time, seek out the outcast queen, leader of the living rebel in that time, show her the Epoch, and they're up to you. So that's it. Another kind of like, this is Imperial era, so we go back to the Imperial era, which is the one before the Ruin era. So I suppose there's a story to it, because there must be a reason why end time is so gloomy and like hopeless, and why there's a Ruin kind of era whereby things are also broken. So now we go back to the Imperial era, which is the one that I hope the graphic will be a little bit better as well. So now so there is, oh wow, that's cool. Cool. All right, cool. And then after that, let's see. Let me just quickly collect all the quests, just like good old World of Warcraft kind of citizen. We always train to do that. And then the cool thing about this is, chapter 4 already. I didn't know that I'm now at chapter 4. I'm so advanced. All right, so I show her the last epoch, and after that, yeah, let's do it. Like I said, I have no idea what to do. So this one here, let's do it. So we have 2 quests collected. Yeah, my bag is empty. So yeah, so how do we do it? You see all these question mark here? It kind of like, leads you to something, do something. I like it, right? Just like World of Warcraft. Just you don't need a thing. Just follow the arrow, follow the question mark. And I think that is probably the downfall of World of Warcraft, if I may say. The story doesn't really matter. People just click onto the question mark and they don't really read the quest anymore. Just like go to the next question mark. Yeah, I mean, games like Green Dawn is quite nice. I mean, you can't really do that. So there's still a fair bit of reading on what's happening. Okay, I have no yeah, I have no totem. I forgot that. So this is a pure melee kind of like a build with all melee, no totem at all. Yeah, looks good, man. This is pretty cool so far. Now bear in mind that the raptor I have doesn't really have any. Wow, there's a bear here. The problem now is that because I have the loot filter is like a bit. Man, how am I going to? I don't know why disable, enable at the same time. I want to disable it, you know what I mean? I just don't know how to disable it. Now, there's a loot filter somewhere. Let me show you. And unfortunately, I have a loot filter, no loot filter. So yeah, no filter. I don't know. No filter or generic. I have another one, generic. Okay. I don't know. Strange, huh? Usually they show me some loot here. Yeah, I must have configured my loot filter wrongly, because usually they give me loot and now I can't really see any loot, and it's kind of frustrating because I would like to collect some loot and no filter. Yeah. So that I have no idea how to where is the loot filter? I think there's somewhere. Toggle the item on the ground is Z. Yeah, so Z is probably the one, and then after that, it's just good for you to take a look at what you can do. Yeah, I thought loot filter toggle is X, but then I don't know why. It's just like maybe it's bug. I mean, how can it enable, disable at the same time? I don't know, man. Yes, usually that, I mean, I do see, trust me, I do see loot around, quite a lot of loot in this game, but just that something is off right now. And I don't see anything here. Like if this one here drop, I should see something here. But, oh yeah, there you go. I have to see the, yeah, so, okay, now there is some loot here, I can see. Whoa, look at my monster getting bigger. That is a healing that I'm doing that make it look bigger. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm quite proud of my minion. I think this is going to be the build I'm going to play for a while and see how far I can go and what kind of gear do I need. You see some of this spirit wolf that come out from it as part of the specialization I have got. So I need to go to the question mark, and it's a bit like Path of Exile as well. You can see the map like this. If you want to open up the map like this, yeah, sure, go ahead, have fun with it. But it's a bit confusing. Okay, and the pet is doing his things. Ooh. Okay. Impossible. Yeah. Yeah, just keep swiping. I'm just swiping right now, heading towards the question mark. I want to finish at least one kind of like game for you so that I can take a look at how his play is like. And now that I'm specialized, do I feel more powerful? Yeah, I think in a way, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know whether I'm feeling more powerful or not, or it's just kind of like same as before. But it's surprising that I don't have any. And I think it's kind of over the other side. I probably should have employed the strategy that I don't kind of kill everything on the way. But like when you play a hack and slash game, you're just so used to, wow, these are cool. You're just so used to killing everything around you, right? I mean, hack and slash is very therapeutic. Especially for games like that, you can just play for hours. Just click and click and click and click and see what kind of loot you have. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Two wolf, then what raptor? Alright. Okay, so there is a activate a waypoint, and there's good news there. Let me just get some of these loot. I will take a look at the loot in just a bit. I want to get the question mark done up so that I can. Usually there's a boss somehow, and the boss fight is quite inspiring. I mean, quite nice to look at as well. No, there's nothing here. Okay, yeah. Let's go up there. Yeah, there's a lot of shards, by the way. The shards you can use it for crafting, I believe. I think so. This is for crafting, Yeah, there's a lot of like shards I can do. I wish there was an auto loot, right? I think that would be ooh, you see that? So you have to avoid some of this damage and heal your pet once you can. I think this is probably the boss. Stay away from that. The problem with the pet, as always in any ARPGs, they are kind of dumb, and it's kind of disappointing as well, because you should move around and avoid all this crap that is happening, right? Oh yeah, that's done. So yeah, that is done, and I believe I've completed the part of it. And I travel west to somewhere else. And if I take a look at my my loot, right? Because this is a loot game. Let's see what I've got. Yeah, so I managed to. Wow, this is a 10580. Now I don't think I'm going to go through with it too much, but I would like to share with you some of these things. I can transfer the crafting items out. You can take a look at whether some of these are better than yours or not. Like this level 19, increase physical damage, which is good. Increase minion damage, which is also good, and void resistance also good. But this one only had 3 potion slot, but it has 93 armor. So and I think I'll just go for this one here. But I'll lose one potion kind of like thing here. I don't do void damage, so but you have to watch out for resistance as well. I learned that because if you're like I have 0 physical resistance, I should try to get something of physical and fire and cold as well. And they don't really have all resist so far. I don't know. I mean, I still try to figure it out. But some of this, like 0% physical or no fire is going to be quite a pain to level up and so on. So now I don't really have anything else to add on to it. I could of course craft the item that I want, but I think I'll just leave with what I have right now. But yeah, this is it. So I'm not going to do too long a video so far, but character is always look the same. Doesn't matter what kind of build you're using. Doesn't matter what kind of like armor upgrade you have. Anything even looks something like that in the tooltip. It doesn't look something like that in like this, and this is very far. Like this look like this. I can understand this look like that, right? But this one look nothing like that. So I don't know. But you could appearance, just like Path of Exile, transmog all your items. But I suspect this is the cosmetic story I'm talking about. So one of the probably feedback is that, man, I mean, it looks boring after a while. If I keep seeing the character look the same, yeah, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I guess at this level, I don't really see what's happening, so that is fine. I just keep hacking and slashing. But thank you very much for tuning in. Keep the keep the tips coming in as well. Let me know how, what other thing I should look out for. And yeah, as I progress a little bit further, probably not, not immediately next chapter, but as I go deeper in the game, then I'll share a little bit more for you guys. All right, take care, have fun, and see you again soon. Goodbye.